Hello back, everybody, and
Hi.
welcome once again. I am joined again by Jean Mitton, and we are talking about the lessons in our book. We're at lesson 2.5. Poor becomes a learned mentality.
Hmm.
We are abundantly blessed in capital letters, even with little money. Let me read that again. Poor becomes a learned mentality. We are abundantly blessed, even with little money.
And I'm like Donald Trump writing in capitals, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yes, I got a poor man's mentality. Started when I was young. So the story in the book is that my mother gave my brother some money to go and buy some bread or
Mhm.
buy some milk. And he never came back home for hours because it was August and it was windy. And the note blew away. And he spent the rest of his day looking for it.
Oh, wow.
And we spent the next 3 months after school with my mother and my granny looking for that 10-shilling note. Okay. My two other bigger brothers, not my biggest one, and myself. And in that moment, I knew that I was poor. My middle brother said he would never be poor after that.
Oh,
And he never has been.
interesting.
Very interesting.
So that mindset shifted very quickly
Very
from the
quickly for
incident
him.
for
Yeah.
him, but not for you.
No, not for me. And then I'm a nurse, been poorly paid, moan, groan, my whole life. But we are abundantly blessed. I've never gone to bed hungry, ever.
And I think that's where the perception needs to be shifted a bit because we, from society, social media, TV, movies, etc., we buy into the belief that in order for us to be rich, we have to have a lot of money.
And a lot of brand name stuff and good looking
Yeah.
stuff. And
When it's not like that at all. Abundance
oh,
is not only based on money.
no.
Abundance is so much more. Um, there's wealth in family,
Yes.
friends, food that you have, the place that you stay. And when you start to bring that all into your life, you do realize that you are quite abundant. And when you start believing that you are abundant, more money comes into your life, more abundance comes
Yes,
into your life.
absolutely. And I mean, when I go to visit people, the first thing they will say to me is, "Oh, don't look at my house." And I say to them, I don't notice anything in your house. I notice what comes out of your heart. And
Absolutely.
that's where the abundance lies.
Yes, love it.
So you can have nothing, but you can be abundantly blessed.
Yes.
And you're right. When you're abundantly blessed and you know you are, you're never wanting.
Yeah. I remember the first time I went to India and we were invited into people's homes. And if you know anything about India, it's quite dirty on the
I've
streets.
only heard from my friends. So I haven't been there.
It's quite interesting. Delhi, Bombay is quite poor. And then you go into people's homes and they are absolutely immaculate.
Interesting.
They are clean. They are wow, the best things. They don't all have the best things, but I mean, they have
Mm.
beautiful things. They look after their stuff. I mean, it's so different
Yeah,
to the
amazing.
outside
Yeah.
as opposed to the inside. And then you see the wealth of the people.
Yes, exactly. The wealth is within us.
Exactly, as well.
Abundance. I mean, I watch people with big cars, brand name clothes, and it's for me, it's crazy.
Yes.
I'm a second-hand rose. Everything's second-hand.
Yeah. But I suppose if that's the mindset they want to have, they must go out and achieve and do whatever they need to. If it's like your brother, they have that
Yes.
mindset that I will never be that kind of poor,
Yep.
then they must go and do that. That's their path.
Yep.
That's what they need to.
That is their past, but they mustn't come moaning to the councillor about it, okay? Once only, not twice.
Yes, yes, yes,
Unless they go to reflective council, then they'll stay there forever.
yes. And do you ever moan about your place in life?
No, because when I learned who I was, then I know what my place is in life. But I came here to serve. I did allow them to make me a slave, but I came here to serve and I came here to love. And those are the only two things that I need to do to know who I am. So I've done my service well here. No,
Yeah.
I don't want to be anywhere else.
Okay. So you don't get any envy about the big car or the
Nothing.
bigger house.
Nothing. And all my friends are still traveling around, and me, I actually have no desire anymore to go. I've seen them all. And I'm very happy within myself where I am. But I am an introvert, so that makes a difference.
Yes, yes, yes. I saw the show on Disney World, and they were interviewing some of the people that worked in the park, and that came to the train driver, the guy that drives the train around Disney World, and he said this is his life's dream and purpose.
There you go. There you go.
And I was blown away how someone's dream and purpose would be to ride a train.
Well, how many people do you
Yeah.
think are at work earning big salaries that are happy?
That's also another thing that we have to talk about, because the money doesn't always bring the happiness and the
No.
fulfillment that we desire.
No, we need money.
Yes,
That's
we need it,
this worth.
and you should have a lot of it. Yes, but it doesn't bring the passion and the purpose
No.
and the fulfillment, does it?
No, not if you're not enjoying your job, and most people aren't.
Yeah. So having a little bit less, but loving going to work,
Yes.
it might be a better option for all of us.
Yes, and as nurses, I can tell you, we have worked, we've laughed. We've got on duty. I mean, amidst terrible suffering, we have laughed. So work was great.
It does help to.
It was
to
only at
enjoy.
the end of my career when I just had enough of the abuse. They cut the staff by half, so we all ended up with too much work and couldn't do our job. That I became time to move.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
And also, I tell my clients a lot that you spend most of your time at work.
Sadly, yes. Sadly.
And if you don't enjoy it, what's the point?
I don't believe we came to work here for 12 hours a day. I don't. We came here to enjoy this beautiful earth.
Yeah.
But we work
Yes.
and we moan.
Yes. Well, don't you think we need to start changing things?
Yes, and I think we have to choose not to moan for the first thing and start blessing work, and who knows what will change. Your lousy boss may leave. I don't know. But if you bless work, something will change. If you curse work, what you resist persists.
Yeah, exactly.
Grows bigger.
Exactly.
You moan more.
Yeah, so you face it, you bless it, you deal with it, and something is inevitably going to shift.
Something will shift, for sure.
Yeah.
Blessing is an amazing thing.
Yeah.
So, for me, I'm abundantly blessed, as are you. You're all abundantly blessed, you just don't realize it.
How do people know that what are some of the ways that they can know that they actually live in abundance?
See, that goes back to being aware. When you become conscious of that, until then, I mean, I don't know, for myself, I don't know about you, but when I fall asleep, and please, I'm not awake all the time, okay? When I suffer in the emotional, I know that I'm sleeping. So what used to take me 6 years, now takes me 6 seconds, 6 minutes, not usually longer than an hour. And I realized, no, this is coming from some other place. It's coming from, I heard a very good thing about our mind the other day. I don't know who said it, but the guy said, we've got an itty bitty shitty committee living in our head. So thank you, sir, whoever said it, or madam. I'm using your expression because I think it's very good. And it never stops talking.
Yeah.
So until I can change that, become aware and listen to my heart. So it goes back to awareness. You have to become conscious.
Becoming conscious, first step, and then start listening to the heart.
And
how does the heart talk to you?
Well, when my head keeps quiet, my heart is there and it's never stopped whispering. It whispers softly. But I am fully in contact with my heart. I can hear it.
And the intuition and the gut, you can just feel it. It just starts acknowledging things.
Yep.
Yeah, very powerful stuff.
And there's psychological tests, like I'm an ISFP on Myers-Briggs. Those things certainly help you to know yourself. I'm an introvert, I'm a melancholic. I know those things, I'm aware of them. And when you're aware of those, you can deal with them.
Introvert.
I am an introvert. I know. I can just hear my nephew shouting, an introvert. Every time I come to see you, there's people here.
Absolutely not, yes. Okay. And what the poor becomes a learned mentality. Where do we learn it from?
So that when I was little, you learn it from your childhood, okay? So for me, that losing that 10 shilling note became our life. We had to find that because we couldn't have bread and milk. So we had to find it. So when we didn't find it, we didn't have bread and milk, so we were poor.
Oh, see.
So I think that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
Unless you've got lots of bucks that you can see and you can go and buy what you want to buy, you think you are poor.
Yeah.
But I heard somebody say that God wants us never to be poor. Well, he was talking about poor in spirits,
Yes.
not poor in stuff and things, money.
Yes. Yes.
Okay?
Yes. Yes.
We got to have it to live, but it's not be all and end all of everything.
Mm. And if you have a poor spirit, how do you correct that?
Become aware that
Number
you're
one.
miserable, that you're moaning about the same thing over and over,
Yes.
never ending, again and again and again.
Mm.
But you can't recognize it until you're awake.
Yeah. I think one of the nicest things that come from becoming awake is that you automatically, I don't know if it's automatic for most people, but for me, it was almost like automatically that you step into a space of gratitude.
Yes, absolutely.
Instead of just complaining and moaning, you
Yes.
suddenly become so grateful for everything,
Yes.
the smallest little thing.
True.
And that also creates a different kind of mentality inside of you, doesn't it?
And also, when you're aware, you notice the other person that's moaning and moaning and moaning, and that's where you were yesterday.
Mm.
So you can look at that and say, shucks, no, I don't want to go there. That goes with awareness.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you notice it a lot in other people as a form of recognition that, oh, there's the pattern in me.
Yes, absolutely.
And then you say, okay, no, that's not for me anymore.
Yes. And gratitude is the thing that works for sure. Grateful, I'm still here.
Yeah.
I'm
Even
grateful.
though you complain about it all the time.
I want all us old people to go to a park and poof, we leave, okay?
Like in that movie Cocoon, go with the aliens.
Go with the aliens. Yes, I agree.
Yes. Okay. Well,
It is time.
yes. Well, it's not time yet because you're still here and you obviously have some work still to be done.
Yeah.
Yes. So any final words on being abundant? Any final words on how to live a wealthy life?
Well, for me, certainly you have to become aware, you have to be grateful, and you have to give back. You've got to give out, not give back, give out of yourself. You know, people will tell me they don't have anything to give. Yes, you have got something to give.
Yes.
Give the guy in the shop a tap on the shoulder. How's your day?
Yeah.
There is many ways you can give out without stuff, without money.
Mm.
And when you give out, you get back.
Yeah.
And that's how life works. And when you're aware of that, you're abundantly blessed.
Mm. I always tell my clients who are having relationship problems and they're complaining and complaining. And then I say, so you want to be hugged more. So tonight, go and hug your partner.
Exactly.
It's so simple.
Yes, it's so simple, and it's true.
And what you want, go and give it, and you'll be surprised how it will start to come back in abundance.
Absolutely. Expecting nothing in return. Yes.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you, Jean. It's been great as always.
Michael.
And we'll see everybody on the next episode. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.